Welcome back, Falcon fans. This is Garen Shantz here with Coach Young. Headed into Week 5, Coach Lake Dallas is 3-1, facing off against Dennison at home, who is 3-2. To start off, last week at Princeton, y'all won 39-31. Couple of rain delays once again. What was the injury report?
Everybody's healthy. The bye week I think, came at a good time to get everybody kind of a little break and rest and get our legs back underneath us. But we're all healthy and pretty much about as good shape as you can be in this time of year anyway.
Coach, is Andre McAdoo ready to go? He kind of got hurt, I believe it was that second game, and I believe you were telling me kind of a bone bruise?
Yeah, he's the only one that still has been kind of limited in practice, still has some issues with his knee, and we'll see how it goes. He's going to go to the doctor this week, and we'll find out a little bit more. But, he's the only one we've had banged up for the last few weeks.
Don't want to spend too much time on Princeton, but I got one more thing here. There was another slow start after that lightning delay. Was it just another thing of you can only say so much?
Well, we drove the ball to start the game and drove down to the 20, and we fumbled, and then gave up 2 fourth down conversions. They score, they kick an onside kick, and an easy one to recover. We don't recover it, and they recover. So you got to make plays. It's you got to come out of the locker room and make plays, and we didn't make any and got behind, and then we went in for a while, came back out after an hour. But I think our offense really responded and played well for that second quarter to take the lead. We had the lead at half, but they're a pretty good team. They have a good quarterback, a good scheme, but we played a good game offensively.
Coach, y'all really got into that running game after those lightning delays. Was it just rainy weather? Y'all ended up having 33 carries for 112 yards, but I believe about 23 of those carries were all in that second half.
Yeah, we just take what the defense is going to give us. We have a plan to run or throw, just kind of depending on how their front and their secondary is going to play us, and just kind of go from there. But it kind of really depends more on what the defense is going to give us, whether the run or the pass is going to go on.
Coach, Princeton was beat last week by Dennison, the opponent that y'all be facing. Beat them 45-20. Y'all had a bye week to prepare for Dennison. How's that going to help y'all?
Well, it helps in getting ready. They run probably as fast a paced offense as you'll see. They get up and snap the ball quicker than anybody that I've seen. So it gives our defense a little bit more time to get ready for that, because it is something different that you don't see. You see speed, up-tempo offenses, but nothing as fast as this. So it gives us a little extra time, and gave us some time to work on some other things offensively against them. But one thing about a bye week too, that's a pretty long time between games, and it sometimes can be a little bit rusty. So that's our main focus, is to come out, start fast, and play well at the beginning.
Coach, Dennison's averaging over 307 yards rushing per game. Running back Jadarian Price, number 24, 124 yards per game. Is this going to be a similar game plan to what y'all had with Denton and Xylon Posey?
Well, it'll be similar, but it's really a totally different kind of team. Denton was a lot more spread, threw the ball a lot more than what Dennison does. Dennison is a lot more, even though they're spread, they're in the gun, they have a lot more fullback, up-back type formations, tight end formations. So it's similar in that, getting the ball and tackling, but it's a lot different kind of, run game. You'll see they run a lot of buck sweep where they're pulling linemen, stuff a lot different than what you see. They run a very similar to a wing team type offense out of the gun.
Coach, so I guess you could say that we can expect them running that old school type hard-nosed football of the triple option that we see Army run over there at the college level. So how are y'all going to prepare? You don't get to see the triple option very much in high school football or college football. How do y'all prepare for that?
Well, it's not so much, it's similar to Army, but it's a lot of option, zone read and different combinations of it. So but we run a lot of option in our offense. So it's not like our defense won't be ready for about anything. We run an offense where we have a lot of different styles of running game too. So it's pretty easy to pick back up for our defense because they see the same thing in practice.
Coach, they only are averaging in the passing game. This is bearing last week's win over Princeton. They were only averaging 70 passing yards per game. So is the key here to stop that running game?
Yeah, that's the key, but you always have to be careful of their passing game. They had some points in the passing game last week, so in their game against Princeton. So you have to keep them honest because the quarterback can throw the ball and they have some speed to get behind you. But the main thing is stopping the run and forcing, especially first down, is what's going to be really important. If we play good on first down, it forces them to throw the ball more, on second and third, and that's going to be an advantage for us.
Coach, Dennison's quarterback and their offensive coordinator, I can't think of their names at the top of my head, but they like to run those misdirection type plays, and they ran about 3 of those last week at Princeton. They're very similar to the Lake Dallas offense. So could we maybe see non-contact type 1-versus-1 offense-defense?
Oh yeah, we've done some of that. We always do that every week, so that always prepares you to be a little bit better for the speed. So, and we've done that even during the bye week last week, a couple days on Tuesday and Thursday. So that's something that we always do to kind of keep the pace of the speed of the game, practice-wise, and it helps you get ready, especially during a bye week when you have a couple weeks off from a game.
Coach, is there any new players that were added to the roster over the bye week?
Ferguson is going to move up from the JV for right now to help us out at safety. That provides us a little bit of depth in the secondary. He's a good tackler, a guy that can help us out. There might be some others we'll kind of see as the week goes on with how some of the injuries, like with Franklin, come out.
We haven't gotten to talk much about the move of Nick Cagnetto from cornerback to safety. Zion Hurd moving over to the cornerback position. What do you have to say? What went into that position change?
Well, it's really just about tackling. You want to put your guys that are your better tacklers at safety. Zion is a good cover guy, so it was just a natural fit, and I think it's worked out, and the combination gets better every week.
What do you have to say about D.L. Robertson being able to play that middle linebacker position?
He's been doing good there, and it's nice to have somebody that we can move around at different spots too and put down on the defensive line to give people a 4-man front without having to rotate people in. I think it's something that's really it's hard on offenses when you're able to move around from a 3 to a 4-man front so quickly as we have, and it's been something we'll keep doing and it will help us this week against Dennison.
Coach, Daryl Miner has been very successful when he's rushing the passer on those blitz type plays. Could we see him maybe run a little bit of stand-up defensive end in this game?
No, it's this way the way they play with their tight ends and stuff. He's going to be more of an outside guy that's going to be very important. A lot of their running game comes from their buck sweep with their guards pulling, and he's going to be in a big part of slowing down their run game on the outside because that's a big part of their run game.
All right, Coach. Lake Dallas 3-1 versus the 3-2 Dennison Yellow Jackets. Kickoff is 7 o'clock back at home. Coach Young, as always, thank you. And